afternoon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. The tight end in motion right. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10. Off the play fake, Love. His throw incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
On play action. Love to throw. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Trap 60.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Stroud. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Stay with your man.
Check. Family Lions. 18, Pioneer.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 4.
Check 56. I'm on. Check. Cut 19.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Stephon Diggs. 56 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working.
And now it's blocked. And the defense has it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Hey, confused.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone.
Entering franchise screen, you have 7 options. Resume is selected. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
For a touchdown, Josh Jacobs. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bulls strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. Point after here coming up. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Entering franchise screen, you have 6 options. Resume is selected. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. First and 10, it's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Reyes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there, and even 40 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive.
and not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. 52 blue. Red, yellow.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Love. This is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Love back to it here after the pick-6. He's going to air one out. Oh, right on the heels of the pick-6. Another ball intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
and it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now Love going to change things up. Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Firing quickly out wide is Love. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ultra. Check, man.
Love now. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Elliott good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the 1st half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Williams, a man in motion right. Stroud off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the 1st half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. Now before this second down play, we'll get
And shall resume entering cancel
and a timeout.
for your
That's their second, so they'll have one
cancel.
remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Gibbs. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
On second down, here's Gibbs. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now third down and 7. Stroud out of the gun here. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Love looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. He's checking, he's checking. Ultra, go ultra. Ready, go.
Play fake. Here's Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Love. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
70.
Gibbs straight ahead. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Play action. Stroud now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
24 is the mic. Who that? Who that? Check.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Now the first carry here for the running back. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
24 is the mic.
On first down, here's Stroud. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Check.
A give right side for Gibbs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
18, run.
Now Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Down. 52 blue. Green jack. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. 4 down. Blaster. 6. Ready.
Final play of the half, Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 1. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1.
56 to Mike.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Another run for Gibbs here. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They're running it. Check 99. Check 99.
Diggs, the motion man left.
Motion out of the backfield. Buffalo 18. Runs 56.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. Third and long coming up.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Chase smash.
54. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Yellow. Zoom.
25 to Mike.
Red. Yellow.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
Steal. Black. Hey, go steal.
First down, going to the air with Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. White. White. Set. Go.
Play action this time with Love. Eluding the pressure right. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Love wants to shift things around. look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Drill 52. Black Ultra.
Love now to pass on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A gain of 11 and a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Switch. Mike Bond. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here's Love. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
Hey, Red.
Mike Bond. Let him know.
Blue striker.
Mike Bond.
Ready to go.
Throwing. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Check Fury. Ultra. Ready, go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Black shot. Hey, blue. Claws red.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So they get the conversion on fourth, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Here now, 2nd and 4. Love. Flushed out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Here we go. 52 blue.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Love fires that quickly outside. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his open man. It's Mallory. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Love now on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Bulls get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Pushing through the contact, and he powers his way up past the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Gibbs. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they blocked it. They bring the pressure and, a very short kick. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, one step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. That's to the tight end, Mallory. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Ready. Blue 32.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
Red, yellow.
Looking to throw. Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go. Gravity Lions.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahmyr Gibbs, 97 yards. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to